The little monkey who was afraid of heights. Max was a small monkey who lived in the jungle. He was a curious and playful little guy who loved to explore, but there was one problem. Max was afraid of heights. All the other monkeys would swing from tree to tree, playing and having fun. But Max would always stay on the ground, watching from below. He felt sad because he couldn't join in the fun. "I want to climb too, but what if I fall?" Max would think. Every time he tried to climb a tree, his heart would race, and he would quickly climb back down. Max wanted to be brave, but fear held him back. Max had two best friends, Lily the parrot and Ben the squirrel. They loved Max very much and always tried to make him feel better. One sunny morning, Lily flew down and said, "Max, we need you to help us. There's a beautiful fruit at the top of the tallest tree, and we can't reach it. Will you try?" Max felt his stomach twist. "I'm too scared, Lily," he said. "I can't climb that high." But Lily smiled and gently said, "You won't know unless you try, Max. We believe in you." Max thought about what Lily said. "I want to help my friends. I can't stay on the ground forever," he thought. He looked at the tall tree and took a deep breath. Slowly, he began to climb, gripping the branches with his little paws. At first, Max felt scared. His heart was pounding, and he wanted to climb back down. But then he remembered his friends waiting for him at the bottom, cheering him on. "I can do this," Max whispered to himself. Max made it halfway up the tree. His legs were shaking, and he looked down. Everything looked so far away. The ground seemed tiny, and the wind blew in his face. Max started to feel afraid again. "What if I fall?" he thought. But just then, Ben the squirrel shouted, "You're doing great, Max. Keep going." Max smiled. His friends believed in him. With a deep breath, Max continued climbing, his paws feeling a little steadier with every step. "I won't give up," he said. Max was almost at the top. The wind was stronger now, and the branches swayed. Max felt nervous, but he remembered how proud he would be when he reached the top. "I can do it," he said out loud, pushing past his fear. At that moment, Max felt something special inside of him. He wasn't just climbing a tree, he was facing his fears. Max reached out for the last branch and pulled himself up. He had made it to the top. Max looked around. From the top of the tree, he could see the entire jungle. The trees, the river, and even the little animals far below. The view was more beautiful than Max had ever imagined. He felt so proud of himself. Max smiled wide. "This is amazing! I did it!" he shouted. His heart was filled with joy and excitement. Max realized that by facing his fear, he had discovered something wonderful. Max spotted the fruit his friends had told him about. It was big and juicy, hanging from a branch near him. Max reached out and picked it with ease. "This is the fruit they wanted," he said excitedly. He knew that his friends would be so happy. "I'm going to bring it down to them," Max thought. But then, he paused for a moment to appreciate the feeling of being up so high. He had overcome his fear, and it felt great. Now it was time to go back down. Max was a little worried about the climb down. It looked just as scary as the climb up. "But I've done it before, I can do it again," Max thought. Slowly, Max began to lower himself down the tree. At first, it felt tricky, but then it got easier. Max felt confident and proud, knowing he had the courage to keep going, even when things felt scary. Max reached the ground safely, and his friends cheered for him. "Max, you did it!" Lily exclaimed. "We knew you could do it," Ben added. Max felt so happy and proud of himself. He held the fruit high and smiled. "I faced my fear, and now we can all enjoy this together," Max said. His heart was full of happiness, and he knew this was a moment he would never forget. That day, Max learned an important lesson. Sometimes the things we are afraid of aren't as scary as we think, and with the support of our friends, we can do anything. Max realized that fear is a part of life, but it doesn't have to stop him from trying new things. From that day on, Max climbed trees with confidence and courage. He knew that the next time fear came along, he could face it head-on with his friends by his side. Max's adventure taught us all something important. It's okay to feel scared, but we shouldn't let fear stop us from reaching our goals. With the help of our friends and by believing in ourselves, we can overcome anything. Max's story reminds us to be brave, try new things, and never give up. Even when things seem difficult, we can always find the strength to succeed if we keep trying. Max was no longer afraid of heights. He had learned that being brave doesn't mean you're not scared. It means you keep going even when you feel fear. Now, Max was the one helping other monkeys who were afraid to climb. He would tell them, "If I can do it, so can you." Max had discovered that the real adventure wasn't just climbing trees. It was about facing his fears and growing stronger with every step. And with that, Max became the bravest little monkey in the jungle.